New moons are an opportunity to plant seeds. Also, it's the darkest night. It is the darkest time. The opportunity to go inward, to reflect, to be quiet, to get clear on what I truly desire in my heart of hearts. Slow down long enough, go inward and listen to my truth. So this Aquarius new moon happening today, the 21st of January, Saturday, 3 days before, 3 days after, we are in the vibes of this full new moon. I normally do full moon, so I'm like full moon, boom, boom, right? But I couldn't pass up this new moon. This is the new moon. It is the lunar new year. It is the year of the rabbit. It is a prosperous, fortunate year. What you have desired desires you. This is the year. Welcome it in. It is the year of 7, as our friend Laura Saltman shares with us. This 7, universal 7 year is either going to confront you with things, lessons you need to learn. You're going to either learn them this year, you're going to be confronted by them. And if you've already learned them, then it is a year of luck. It is a lucky year for you. That's why we see 777 at the gambling, at the casinos. All right. Number one in this Aquarius new moon, new year. This is where we're planting our seeds. And if this resonates for you, write it down. Go deeper in this now. Go deeper in this now. Use this time. Use our time in this container right here, right now, but use this 3 days before, 3 days after to take the deeper cut. If you hear something that pings for you. Number 1, understanding freedom and justice, breaking down old beliefs of success and work. What are those beliefs you have around how I make money, how success comes to me? I have to tell you, as soon as I started working on my podcast this week, I immediately got booked on a podcast. Like things just boom, 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 started flowing. I also cleared space, like, am I willing to allow it to come in? We have been working in Women on Fire on the Pussy book. And in the Pussy, a Reclamation book, it is how much am I willing to receive? Do I block off my abundance? So number 1, as we are starting out the year, is fire. It's like coming at us, breaking down the old beliefs of success and work. I want to go, I'll go back. Breaking down old beliefs of success and work, home and inner home. Yes, Tanya, it's called Pussy, a Reclamation. It is by Mama Gina. It is a book you should get. It is one of our curriculum in Women on Fire. It is about divine radiance. It all starts with me. And it is exactly this point we're talking about shifting the divine feminine out of victimhood, out of being chosen and into being the master attractor, magnets, magnetizers, and we choose. We choose everything. We choose all our circumstances in life. So and this is exactly what number 1 is. Victim energy is done. Old patterns are gone. Bye-bye. You are empowered. This is the year of pussy power. Focus and action. So this is interesting. Less talk, more action. And I know I talk a lot about being versus doing. So we just came out of Mercury retrograde. retrograde, and this was an aha to me, and I'll be curious to see who else perks up in this, is retrograde is very feminine. Retrograde asks us to slow down, to not be reactive, to not worry about time, to get into our creative, to go with the flow. That sounds very feminine to me. I was like, duh. Hello. So retrogrades, what if we like did a reframe on retrograde, Kristen, that it is our feminine time, that we shift in that, like, it's an invitation and permission to be in our feminine, that we don't have to race to be anywhere, that we don't have to worry about being late to things, like things are going to get confused. We don't have to worry about our technology. Like, we get to paint and do things beautiful and spend time in nature. Ah, that sounds so good. However, retrograde's over, y'all. We're in it now. Yes. All right. So, and not doing action for just to do action, not to do just for doing sake, but we're focusing on aligned right action. Is that clear? So, taking a moment, stopping, checking in. What is the action that would move my vision, my desire forward in this moment? And what I asked us at the beginning of this is, it may not be checking off everything on my to-do list. It may be something that's completely outside of the box, completely that I didn't expect or think. And it's following that nudge that we're like, oh, I should call Carol. Why should I call Carol? All right, call Carol, like, I never go down the street. All right, I guess I'm supposed to go down the street today. Follow the nudges, follow the action, the aligned right action. Permission. The other piece of this is, there are clues, plus or minus 3 days, in clearing our suppressed sadness, grief, pain. You have permission right now. Notice in your dreams if these come up. If someone you haven't thought about in ages pops into your consciousness, write it down. Just notice there's maybe something to clear there, something that you didn't know. We were talking about this the other day, just in movement, how suppressed emotion can't get to be released, suppressed experiences. The invitation is here. The permission is here to release and let go. Number 2, I'm only at number 2. Make plans and focus. And this is just piggybacking, as far as I'm concerned, on number 1. It's time to do. Retrograde was feminine. Now do. Tired of things being hard. This is a big aha that I've recently had in all of life. Flip the script. And this is, I'm going to take us on a little visioning journey right here, right now. So think of a thing in your life that seems hard. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a business that you have, or a financial situation. So close your eyes, picture it in your mind's eye. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Picturing this scenario in your mind's eye. So the vision I had in mind, well, I won't put this in. I'll talk about it after. So put this vision in your mind's eye and see it kind of play out, like on a daily basis, in a linear fashion. Now, you get to live in an upside down world. take a moment and flip it upside down. So what is the exact opposite of how you have been living it? So say you have been working for a company, flip it on its head. You are the owner of the company. You are the boss of the company. Say you have been in relationship where you feel at the pull versus the leadership role. Flip the script, being in leadership, being the magnetizer, the attractor. Then notice everything that lays out from that point. What unfolds from this point of view, from this lens? Breathe into that, let it go, and open your eyes and write down what you saw from that new lens. Write down what you saw from that new lens. And we'll do some sharing at the end of this. Flip the script, flip the script. Write that down, write that down, write that down. And remind me to come back to this so I don't forget, because I want to talk about it. All right, number 3, love and let yourself be loved. Trust love doesn't have to be unfair. For those who are not in union, who desire to be in union, you will be introduced to a divine and your divine union in this time. So the invitation is shifting our belief, our old belief system that love is unfair, in order to open up to receive a new version of love. In this time, if you are able to open yourself up, open our heart up, you will be introduced to it. You will be introduced either way. It's, are you willing to receive it? Fairness and freedom to feel. No victimhood. Love is love is love. There's love or fear. If we're living in love, all there is love or lack of love. Change of perspective and forgiveness. Love is in the air. Open to more love. Partners can hold more. We train others. We are 100% responsible for 100% of our results. We train all partners in our life, whether romantic or business partners or friends, as to how much they get access to of me. No, our partners can hold more. And we train them by how much we are willing to receive. I'll rip the page to talk about that. Prompt. Here is a prompt. Well, I'm just going to ask that. How much am I willing to receive? Receiving, it's crazy to think about, but receiving can be scary. Why is receiving scary to me? Because does it have strings attached? Are there expectations? What taught me expectations? Am I willing to receive? And what is blocking me from receiving the things I desire? What a beautiful awareness as we are planting seeds in this new moon to know what my blocks are. Second prompt. What does freedom mean to you? The divine feminine desires freedom. What does freedom mean to you? We all have different ideas of freedom. What does freedom mean to you? What does freedom mean to you? Another reminder to wait for the important info. Wait for those downloads. Number 4. What devotion are you expecting from yourself and others? This was a big smack in the face. What am I devoted to? What do I expect others to be devoted to? And as I choose to plant seeds in this new moon, is there something I choose to be devoted to moving forward? This is choosing to consciously choose into devotion of something. I'm devoted to my self-care. I am devoted to my growth and well-being. I am devoted to my sister circle. I am devoted to my family. I am devoted to we kind of go through life and we're devoted to things. And I invite you to make a list. What are the things I am devoted to? I'm devoted to exercise. I am not currently devoted to exercise, by the way. I get to be devoted to exercise. I'm devoted to my dog. I am devoted to tea. I am devoted to tea. I am devoted to cleaning my space. Like, look at what you are devoted to. Write a list of the things you spend time that you are maybe meticulous about. I'm devoted to my hair. Clearly, I am devoted to my hair. I am devoted to my skin. I'm devoted to my eyelashes. Like, what are you devoted to? Write a list. And then on the other side, like put on one side of the page. On the other side of the page, are there things you would like to be devoted to? Like, I would like to be devoted to exercise, to my health, to my pleasure. Continue writing that list. It's a good just notice, and we'll come back to that. Here is a aha in this moment. Are you making small things big things? So this is a good awareness when we're, when we nitpick at a partner. I'll just use this as an example. When I nitpick at a partner, what I'm really upset about is something inside of me, or there's something bigger than that. So what are the small things? Are there small things I'm picking at that I'm blowing up or making big? If you have any questions or if there's any issues, if you can hear me, can you all hear me okay? Use the chat. Old systems are breaking down. Hallelujah and amen. Old systems are breaking. The divine masculine is showing up. The toxic masculine is ending. It's no longer working. Secrets are being exposed as they fall. The beliefs fall, breaking free of old systems. I mean, it just keeps being exposed and breaking down, and what I see more and more of is consciousness, community, heart, peace, coming together, not putting up with ridiculous infighting. And it is the divine feminine that stands for this. We are the emotional consciousness of the planet. It is upon us, and we are 100% responsible for this, and we get to stand up for it. So this shenanigans and hootenanny and ridiculosity that's happening around and fighting and sides taken, we are the ones that cut through it. We're the ones that say, no, this is not the life I want. This is not the planet I believe in. And we are the ones that can stop it. Otherwise, it will take over the planet. So it is upon us. We stop it. We are the strong ones. You want to talk about flipping the script? This is the divine feminine not taking over the masculine, sitting in partnership. And number 5 is, it's like book a session. If you like go to Reiki, if you get massages, whoever holds space for you, it's your goddess circle, it's your mastermind, it's your woman on fire, it's swamping, it's your church circle, it's your whatever it is. Number 5, community. Find your community. Get out of your house. I'm looking at you. I see you smiling. Me too. Like, I have a craving. I noticed as out in the world as I am, it's a little cringy to be out in the world. And have I turned so inward that I can't be outward. How do I want to be in community. So I am creating community. I am choosing conscious community to be around at least once a week or twice a week or whatever your capacity is. But in this moment, in this new moon, how do I choose? We've been through a pandemic, y'all, and you survived it. Congratulations. And now, how are you going to create your life on this side of it? We were going and going and going, and then we got a pause. We got the opportunity to go, erase all that, erase all you knew, everything you knew. Okay, you have a blank slate to create whatever you want. This from today. Today's the day. You were looking for the day. You were looking for the sign. Here's the sign. There's not a signier sign in this sign. Hello, this is the sign. Today's the day. What do you want your life to look like moving forward? Now, here's the thing. You don't snap your fingers and it just magically appears. You set the intention, you plant the seeds. Now, I want community in my life. I want a business that is full of community, that I get to share my gifts. I want to be with a lot of women. I want to be in my family, but whatever it is, right? Fill in the blanks that isn't your linear thinking from the past. It is from now. From now, from here, from now. Now is a new day. Now is a new you. You, baby, you knowing nothing. What's the world you want to create? What is the world you want to live in? And what's the role you want to play in it? Because what I see is main character energy. That's right. Main character energy. That's you, boo. All right. Those are the 5 things you need to know about this new moon in Aquarius, this lunar new year, this rabbit year. It is prosperous. It is meant for you. It is here for you. It's happening for you anyway. So, and you being, just by listening to this, you are consciously shaping it. You are at the driver's seat of it. So congratulations. Now, what would you like to create? What are you going to paint the walls of your life? Oh, this is good. This is good. I am here for it. All right. I am removing the spotlight. I am opening the floor. I want to hear, let's talk from this space. All right. From clear, clean slate, from everything is possible, from the right side of the devotion. What are you creating? What did you see for yourself? What was new, or did you get access to? I'd like to hear some shares.